You are listening to Reels Movie Podcast. I am your host, Z. And before I get into this review, let me remind you to subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment below, hit that bell for notifications, and you'll never miss a future episode. Toy Story week continues. Yesterday, I reviewed the original Toy Story movie. Now it's time to see how the sequel goes. I am talking about Toy Story 2. When Woody is stolen by a toy collector, Buzz and his friends set out on a rescue mission to save Woody before he becomes a museum toy property with his Roundup gang, Jesse, Prospector, and Bullseye. You knew after the huge success of the first movie that there was going to be a sequel. That's how the sequel game works. They even set something up at the end with Andy's new dog, Buster. What type of story would we get in the sequel? Well, we get a backstory about Woody. It's only fair, the first one was more so about Buzz. Now it's Woody's time to shine. I think it was good knowing more about Woody and the following, pretty much how popular he was back in the day. And also that he is a very rare collectible. The entire story is pretty simple, and that's one of the best things about this franchise. They don't throw in so much stuff to confuse the viewer. They focus more on one story and just keep the ball rolling throughout the entire movie. After Andy accidentally rips Woody's arm, he is, quote, shelved, and after rescuing a broken toy in the yard sale, a toy collector steals him. I actually noticed this rewatching. I didn't notice it before, but Andy's mom puts Woody in a cash box and she locks it. Then Al, the toy collector, picks the lock, steals Woody. Then at the end of the movie, after Andy comes back from cowboy camp, which really, what the hell is cowboy camp? The mom makes no mention at all to Andy about Woody. It's like, whatever. That's just a minor issue I have with the Toy Story franchise. The humans are legit fucking idiots when it comes to the toys. But I'm not going to ramble on about that. I like the new toys, especially the Prospector, voiced by Kelsey Grammer. He plays the villain here and he keeps Woody from reuniting with Buzz and the other toys. I thought it was a nice twist to actually see a toy be the villain and actually have a reasonable reason to keep Woody because he wants to go to Japan. He wants to be a part of this museum. He's a collectible. He just wants to be admired. After Woody is stolen, he meets up with his original gang and they show him the history of Woody. It was seriously really cool to see how popular Woody was. And Woody does actually agree to go to Japan with his gang and to be put in the museum. Back at the house with Woody missing, Buzz is now in charge and the crew go on a rescue mission. This is where it gets a little corny. The toys need to cross the street to get to the toy barn. They use the orange cones to go across, and they just drop down and act like the cones are just there. So throughout the road, you got cones sporadically spread apart. And every single car avoids the cones, and we have a hilarious multi car accident. This is the second movie that they did this. First one wasn't funny, this time was not either. They even had a concrete cylinder break off the truck and roll down the road, possibly killing people and destroying the city. But that isn't even shown. But after that corniness, we do get some cool moments in the toy store. One that I really liked, and that was with Buzz meeting another Buzz, which I always wondered what would happen when two of the same toys meet up. We just get a little bit that the new toy Buzz thinks he's a space ranger, very similar to what Buzz did in the first movie. So it was cool to get that, and then throughout this whole rescue mission, that second Buzz who pretty much kidnapped original Buzz and like put him in a box, and he's following the mission. And he's thinking it's real. It's a nice little throwback to the original, which was very great story and a great story arc for the character. But then, in a black eye for the franchise, they ripped off Star Wars with the fake Buzz toy or newer, but whatever. Not Buzz toy, I guess, and Buzz's enemy Zurg. This is really dumb, and they did absolutely nothing for the movie. They had a possibility. They could have actually used Zurg as a credible villain for the toys, but they just fucked it up, and they used it for this comedy route. It's not a killer. It's just something that missed opportunities that they had with this that they just failed to execute. So after Buzz and the crew rescue Woody and bring Jesse and Bullseye back to Andy's house, they have a big welcome home thing on Andy's bed. Andy's all excited about Woody being fixed and his new toys. Etch a Sketch has welcome home Andy. No mention from the mom, Andy doesn't say, "Oh, mom, thanks for the new toys." What new toys? That's the thing. The humans are so stupid in this franchise. I'm not gonna lie. They're just so stupid. But I'm not gonna discredit for the movie. That's just my nitpicking of this. The humans are just absolutely idiots in this franchise. But even after all that, I am going to give Toy Story 2 an A minus. Thank you for listening to this episode of Reels Movie Podcast. If you're going to like this episode, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Drop a comment below. I want to hear your thoughts about Toy Story 2. Are the humans stupid? Tell me in the comments. Subscribe to the channel, hit that bell for notifications, and you're never going to miss any future episodes. I'll see you later.